President Biden just put forth the largest electric vehicle catalyst ever. The Senate Finance Committee just announced the Clean Energy for America Act. It still has to go through the Senate and the House, but we get a pretty good idea from this about what the final EV credits will look like. And if the final version of the electric vehicle tax credits looks anything like this, then this could be the largest EV catalyst ever, especially for Tesla, which could cause Tesla to double, triple, or quadruple over the next 5 years. And when you consider other parts of Tesla's business, such as full self-driving and energy, we'll talk about how it's possible for Tesla to 10x by 2026. We are going to go into great detail on this matter, but first, for this channel to become monetized, I still need about 149 more subscribers. So please subscribe, ring that bell, and hit that like button.
You can spend your money and keep it too.
So the Senate Finance Committee advanced the Clean Energy for America Act. This bill is huge and covers every kind of energy situation. But in this video, we are only going to focus on the electric vehicle tax credits. First of all, these tax credits are not to be mistaken for regulatory credits. Regulatory credits are a penalty that forces carbon-polluting automobile companies to purchase credits from clean energy automobile companies. If you would like to learn more about regulatory credits, I did a deep dive on them in that video right there. Biden's EV credits are a reward that is given to consumers who purchase clean energy vehicles. These credits are good for electric vehicle companies, they're good for consumers who want to buy electric vehicles, and they're good for the economy of the United States because it will encourage more companies to build electric vehicle factories inside the United States. And more factories equals more jobs. And these tax credits are refundable, which means that if you qualify for the $12,500 tax credit and you don't pay any taxes, well, then you will still get the money back anyway, even though you never really put any money in. Here's how these credits work. These credits are given to people who purchase clean energy vehicles. Now, if you buy any electric vehicle, you get a $7,500 credit. And if you buy one that is assembled in the USA, you get an extra $2,500. Since Ford's Mach-E is made in Mexico, it really shouldn't get this credit. However, because the wording is assembled in the USA and not made in the USA, I'm pretty sure that Ford will be able to just drive their unfinished vehicle across the border and slap on a few parts and call it assembly and collect this credit. And if you get one that is made at a union shop, you get an extra $2,500 on top of that. I've heard some complaining about how this extra $2,500 to the union shop is not fair and that it's just some kind of gift to Detroit, but I'm all for it. Detroit's economy is built around the automobile industry. Detroit has been making gasoline-powered cars for more than 100 years, and it's going to take them some time to change their infrastructure to be able to make electric vehicles instead of gasoline-powered cars. They're going to have to replace engines with motors and cut out the people and machinery that make things such as radiators, transmissions, smog systems, etc. They are going to have to become experts in electronics and computer programming. Making an electric car has a lot more in common with making an iPhone than making a gasoline-powered car. Believe me, Detroit needs all the help they can get, and they really need this extra credit. So the maximum credit you could get is $12,500. Now, the maximum for Tesla is $10,000 because Teslas are made in the USA. They do not have union shops. It's no secret that Biden is pro-green energy. But what is the purpose of releasing these tax credits at this time? Tesla has been winning against ICE vehicles without the benefit of tax credits for quite a while now. The transition to electric vehicles is inevitable at this point. It's going to happen. Tesla doesn't need any help. However, if the world is going to transition to a renewable energy, then we are going to need more companies than just Tesla. These tax credits were designed to help all electric vehicle companies compete with Tesla. And frankly, I think that's a great idea. Companies like Ford and GM each account for hundreds of thousands of jobs in the United States. But in the end, I'm pretty sure that Tesla is going to benefit more from these credits than any other company. More on this later. The only caveat is these credits will not be given to vehicles that cost $80,000 or more. This completely eliminates the Tesla Model X and all but the base model of the Model S. Since the price of the long-range Model S is just $10 under $80,000, you could order that vehicle, get your $10,000 tax credit, and then order full self-driving for $10,000 as an over-the-air software update. Essentially, you're getting full self-driving for free. This $80,000 cap also eliminates electric vehicles such as Audi's e-tron GT, the Porsche Taycan, the Lucid, or the Hummer EV. Unless these automakers can figure out a way to lower the price of their vehicles. For example, I could easily see Tesla releasing a much cheaper version of the Model X with less range for well under $80,000. After the customer picks up his vehicle and collects his $10,000 EV credit, he could buy an extended range option from Tesla via an over-the-air update. These tax credits are going to help every electric vehicle company. But I wouldn't invest in Ford, GM, or any ICE vehicle company because these tax credits are going to accelerate the transition to renewable energy. In order to survive, traditional OEMs need the transition to be slow. They need time to develop EV electronics, motors, and batteries. But mostly, they need time to scale up production by building factories. Battery factories. Because even if 500,000 people want to buy Ford's Mach-E, currently Ford only has the batteries to produce 50,000 cars at best. This is a much bigger problem than it at first seems to be, because as electric vehicles become more affordable, more people want them instead of gasoline-powered cars. And if you can't make enough electric vehicles, they're not going to buy your gasoline-powered car now. They've already changed their mind. They're going to buy somebody else's electric vehicle. Ford just announced a brand new electric truck, the F-150 Lightning, and they claim that it's the best F-150 they've ever made. It's better than the gasoline counterpart in every single stat. On top of that, the starting price is $39,000. The problem is that Ford sells over 900,000 F-150s a year. And I'm sure there are many people out there who, instead of buying an F-150 gasoline-powered truck, want to try Ford's new electric version. It's highly probable that Ford could lose 5 times the sales in the gasoline-powered F-150s than they gain in the F-150 Lightning, because they aren't going to be able to make enough vehicles to fill this demand. On the other hand, Tesla is scaling up their production at a ridiculously incredible rate. I don't think people really comprehend how fast Tesla is growing, or how difficult it is to scale up mass production of electric vehicles and batteries. The general feeling in the mainstream media is that Tesla just has the first mover advantage in electric vehicles, but the traditional OEMs will be able to catch up and surpass Tesla in time. The competition is coming. From the very beginning, in 2003, when Elon Musk started Tesla, Their goal was to replace the global fleet of gasoline-powered cars with electric vehicles. And they have been working towards that goal ever since. Tesla's first battery factory produced more batteries than existed in the world at that time. And they've gone so much further since then. Tesla has been laser focused in securing everything required to achieve this goal. They will still be bothered by the chip shortage, but much less than anybody else because they have prepaid for their chips for years to come. To avoid losing out on the elements they need to make batteries, they own nickel mines and all kinds of stuff that just nobody else is even considering. Innovations like the Gigapress, where they stamp a car in 3 pieces instead of 137, just has never been done before, and it's not even being tried by anybody else. They build factories filled with robots, and every factory is more advanced than the one before. And they build their factories in under a year, and still the competition takes 4 years to build a single factory. But the single detail that makes me believe that these tax credits will benefit Tesla more than any other electric vehicle company is how they're being distributed. The previous EV credit was a $7,500 credit given to the first 200,000 electric vehicles sold. It didn't matter whether it took 1 year or 10. Everybody would get 200,000 credits. And once a company sold more than 200,000 vehicles, the credits would end. But these credits are not capped by each company. They're given out to everybody. They're first come, first serve. Whoever makes the most gets the most. These credits are given out until more than 50% of all vehicles sold in the United States are electric vehicles. And then they start to taper off. Once electric vehicle sales reach 50% of all vehicles sold in the United States, these credits will start to taper off over the following 3 years. And since 16 to 18 million cars are sold every year in the United States, these credits might last for 4 or 5 years. I know at first glance it looks like Ford and GM have the advantage because they can get up to $12,500 in credits. Ford and GM have a larger tax credit, but they need it. They are very early in their EV production, and they have still yet to achieve scale. And I doubt their vehicles are very profitable, and it's going to be difficult to impossible for them to match the production rates of Tesla. It would not surprise me that if right after this bill passes, Tesla announces that they're building 2 more factories in the US. Tesla is already selling their vehicles at a profit. They sell every vehicle they can make as fast as they can make it. Tesla does not need these tax credits. Every dollar they get from this is going to go straight to their bottom line. And if these tax credits happen, Tesla is going to have no choice but to raise their prices. Because when you lower the price of a vehicle by $10,000, the demand for that vehicle increases exponentially. Unless Tesla wants to piss off their customers by making them wait 6 months to receive a vehicle, they're going to have to raise the price just enough to slow down the sales to keep the deliveries in about the 6-week area. And they might just decide to temporarily stop selling the cheapest version of all of their cars, just like they did with the Model Y recently. Right now, if you go to Tesla's website, you can buy the long-range version and the performance version. But the rear motor version is gone. I mean, it used to be right there in this blank space. So if you are thinking about buying a Tesla within the next year, then you should put in your order now, because your $100 deposit will lock in the price of both the vehicle and the full self-driving. And remember, Elon said that in the future, owning a car without full self-driving will be like owning a horse. About 2 months ago, I went into a Tesla showroom and ordered a red Model Y. I told them I didn't want to pick it up until next February. Tesla had no problem letting me put down money for it now and then picking it up much, much later. In fact, they told me that if I wanted to delay it again, no problem. So I have 3 reasons for ordering a Tesla now and picking it up much, much later. First of all, I have the money for this car set aside in Tesla stock. And I'm not selling any of my Tesla stock until Tesla is over $1,000 a share, which I'm pretty sure will happen this year. Number 2, I expect the price of full self-driving to increase to $14,000 within the next 3 months. So if I'm going to buy it anyway, I'd rather pay 10 grand rather than 14. If you are going to buy a Tesla, make sure that you use a referral code, because you will get 1,000 miles of free supercharging and a chance to win a Roadster. If you don't know anybody with a referral code, no worries, you can use mine. I'll put it right there, and I've got it down in the description. And number 3, these tax credits. Of course I knew that Biden was going to do something like this. I mean, he has to be the greenest president we've elected ever. These credits are going to be great for the United States economy because every automobile company is going to want to take advantage of them. And even foreign car companies are going to want to build factories in the United States, including companies like Volkswagen and possibly NIO. And these tax credits are refundable, which means that if you qualify for the $12,500 tax credit and you don't pay any taxes, well, then you will still get the money back anyway, even though you never really put any money in. Every Tesla sold in the United States for under $80,000 will qualify for a $10,000 tax credit, which means that you can buy the $40,000 Model 3 for $30,000, and you can buy the $50,000 Model Y for only $40,000. Looking at the wording in this bill, I first thought that these credits might last between 5 and 7 years. But after thinking about it, I'm not so sure. As the EV credits lowers the price of gasoline vehicles, fewer people are going to want to buy gasoline cars. As electric vehicle sales are moving up, I expect ICE vehicle sales to steadily move down. So as these sales increase, the ICE vehicle sales, they are going to continuously move down. So once electric vehicle sales reach 50% of all vehicle sales in the United States, it will be because electric vehicles have gone up as well as the ICE vehicle sales have just plummeted. So keeping this in mind, these credits could last as little as 3 years and as much as 7. So what does all of this mean? Well, to me, it means just don't sell any of your Tesla stock. I was extremely bullish on the company before these credits. Tesla has so many catalysts. They are about to start selling vehicles from the Berlin factory and the one in Texas. Not only is the Cybertruck coming this year, we are going to get an AI day where we're going to learn how Tesla is becoming an artificial intelligence and robotics company. Tesla has been quietly scaling up their factories with the gigacasting gigapress across all their factories in Austin, Texas, Berlin, Shanghai, and in Fremont. I understand why so many experts fail to see Tesla's growth inevitability. Tesla has so many moving parts, it's difficult to give each one of them the attention they deserve. And don't forget about Tesla Energy. I mean, the energy business is only 100 times larger than the automobile business. But the biggest reason to own Tesla stock right now has to do with the unicorn in the room. Yep, we've got to talk about full self-driving and level 5 autonomy. I am pretty sure that level 5 autonomy is going to be coming to a Tesla near you within the next 2 years. Not only is the FSD beta program getting better and better every day, Tesla has given us a clue on how confident they are that they've almost solved Tesla vision. Lately, Tesla has been getting a lot of criticism for removing radar from Model Y and 3s, which are being delivered in May. On Tesla's website, It clearly says that Tesla is removing radar because they are transitioning fully to Tesla Vision. Now, I do not think that they would be removing radar unless they were on the very cusp of solving vision. And when Tesla does solve vision, they're going to be able to use it on more than self-driving cars. I hope to hear more about this on June 10th at Tesla's Model S reveal, and also on the upcoming AI Day. Tesla stock has been a real roller coaster, but with all the things going on with this company, it could easily hit $1,000 a share this year. And by 2026, I believe that it's actually possible for Tesla stock to 10x. So here's what needs to happen by 2026 for that to occur. At least 3 more gigafactories, Cybertrucks everywhere, full autonomy and a robotaxi network, a $25,000 car, the semi-truck, a van, and at least 1 other vehicle, plus Tesla Energy will at that point be a substantial part of Tesla's business. And if all of that happens, I predict that Tesla could be worth $5,000 a share in 2026. I have been using the Webull app to buy crypto. I have decided to promote it. Please use the link down below to get your 2 free stocks. Also, I have really been liking the M1 Finance app. I like it so much. It's an investment app that is fully automatable. Plus, you can buy fractional shares. And if you sign up today with a $100 deposit, you get $30. Cha-ching! So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Hey, are you planning on buying a Tesla to use the tax credit? And if so, which model and what color are you going to get? I tell you, I have the red Model Y on order, but I keep thinking I'm going to change my mind and buy the white one. If you order a Tesla, make sure you remember to use a referral code, because you will get 1,000 miles of free supercharging and a chance to win a Roadster. I answer every question, so if you leave me a comment, I will get back to you. Until I see you again, be good to each other and stay safe. And remember, when your money is making money, you can spend your money and keep it too.
Don't buy or sell a stock just because a YouTuber like JC says so. He's got opinions. These decisions are important. This is your money. These decisions should be made by you.